time.
Who are these socials?
Taking down the other podcasts one by one.
Who are these socials?
That clip is why people make fun of you.
With Carl
This is all just for the radio.
and Blind Mike.
We have a lot of business to take care of.
Who are these
We are
socials?
the number one podcast on the internet today.
WATS.
Welcome to yet another episode of WATS, the show thousands of people come to answer the age-old question, what's the deal with social media? You can't find another podcast that pays any attention to John Sarasani. I'm your host, Carl Hamburger. With me, as usual, is Mike Geary, a.k.a. Blind Mike. What's up, Mike?
I'm actually not doing so hot, Carl. I'm not going to Dabblecon this weekend, and it's not like there's anywhere a schmuck like me can watch it online.
I've got good news for you, Mike.
What?
Dabblecon.live. You can stream
my
all
God.
of Dabblecon this week. I was just over at the club this afternoon testing it out some more. Vinny's put, I think, 80 hours into this. It's going to look and sound fantastic. Dabblecon.live if you want to watch tomorrow's Roast of the Dabbleverse, the live podcast on Saturday, and, of course, the Dabby Awards on Saturday night.
What a delightful surprise. I had no idea.
I didn't think you did. We were trying to keep it a secret from you, actually.
Dad.
So, now, there are rumors going around that Stuttering John is definitely off the internet forever and that I won't read your super chats. The latter is simply not true. I will read every super chat, and I'll even interrupt my blind co-host in a very rude manner to do so. And just a reminder, we will be using the super tip system tonight. So if you want to have an AI voice read your chat, or if you just want to make sure that more of the money goes to Mike and myself, you can go over there and super chat us. The URL for that is supertip.gg/WATP. It's up in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, and just go over to that in a separate tab, and we'll see it come through, and we'll play that on here. Now, Mike, the way we started off our show, after we talk about, of course, the important things like the super tip system and how you can super chat us, and we'll make you personalized jingles and all that fun stuff, then we get right into
Carl and Blind Mike gonna talk about what they like. They're gonna chew the shit, as it's been said. And you know when you get to this part of the show, well, it's time for the banter. 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 All right.
Now, to discuss the events of the day, banter is the way to reflect on events of the day. Carl and Blind Mike, banter! Banter!
And you actually touched on something that I want to talk to you about right out of the gate here. And that is, you were out last week. You know, you were seeing other podcasters.
Other people, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see how it is. I see where I'm at. You have your Kirk Minihane cross-country
That's
trek.
right. Number one
and
always.
You can't do WATS. You can't come to Dabblecon.
The Dakotas call for me, Carl. You don't understand. I'm a different guy out there, you know?
I can tell you this. The Dabbleverse is not mad at you. They're just disappointed.
I understand. And I figured
know.
that would happen.
But we had Casey Day on, and he was fantastic. He did a great job filling in for you.
Yes,
I
I
got
heard.
a lot of positive feedback. And
Much better than when that guy Hackride filled in for me, eh?
People hate Hackride, but they love Casey Day. And Casey Day also had the Blind Mike avatar going.
I didn't care for that idea.
I thought that was pretty impressive, actually.
Didn't care for
For me, it was seamless.
I didn't care for the impression, and I didn't care that no one seemed to think there was any difference, really. They're like, yeah, that's about what he sounds like.
Yeah. I was fine with that. I'm like, yeah, however the show goes on, it's good by me. It's fine.
It is when you work with both Hackride and Casey Day. It does make you. I'm not saying they're the same person, but they have similarities
Sure.
that make you think, why couldn't it just be one way all the time? You know,
I get you. I think I'm
You know what
picking
I'm
up what you're
saying?
putting down. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm understanding this. Now, Mike, what happened on the show last week, and probably because you weren't here and you bring good karma to all the shows that you do, is I had an issue with the super tip system.
yes.
Some people enjoyed this issue that I had.
I can't believe, as a guy that's always been on board with the Super 2 system, I can't believe it caused an issue, quite
Okay.
frankly.
So let me explain something. I made a mistake I rarely make. I usually do not do this, but I tried to fix it on the fly during the show.
Oh, I noticed.
And that was a disaster because I am using a specific layout that I put together just for this show. And then when I started taking virtual cameras out and backgrounds in, everything got jumbled up. And normally my co-host wouldn't even know that it looks like shit.
No, that's the nice thing. You've been duping me for almost
But last,
2 years.
I mean, this show looks great. But last week, we're a guy who could clearly see the screen.
Yeah.
And I'm layering us on top of each other and jumbled the whole thing up.
It's difficult. It's difficult having a guy that can see. That's what I've always said. That's
I
why
know.
blind co-host. I think that's the main takeaway from all this. But my favorite was there's like 3 minutes left in the show. The voicemails have already been played. We're wrapping up, baby.
Yep.
And Carl goes, you know what? Let me try this. I was like, what?
Forgot about
It's
that.
done. Get out of there.
Forgot about that. I'm just trying. People are giving us money, and I'm going to get caught up today on the ones that we missed last week.
Okay, good.
So hopefully those folks are here again with us,
Yes.
so they can get their money's worth. But I know, Mike, trust me, that was not a good move on my part. Made a lot of bad decisions.
Try
that
one more
day.
time. No. Would you look at that? Failed again.
Oh, even worse. Okay.
The 18th time wasn't the charm.
Yep, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen today. I don't know what I'm doing. Now, Mike, you were out last week because you were traveling with the Kirk Minihane show.
That's right.
You drove to the Dakotas?
I personally didn't.
Right,
Thank God.
right,
But a
right.
man, honestly, almost as blind did, Justin Trudell. So,
Okay.
but yeah, we drove to North Dakota, did a live show for contestants that won a contest, and then did the same thing in South Dakota, which you'd think are right next to each other, but that was like a 6-7 hour drive.
Yeah, no, those are huge states, and there's nothing going on there. So, what kind of venue is this? Is it just for these winners?
It was just for these people so they could choose wherever they wanted. One was a almost like a VFW type hall
Okay,
where we
that's
were
cool.
competing with bingo in the other room.
That's
so
fun.
that was pretty interesting.
I like it.
And by the way, bingo in South Dakota gets a wild reaction. They were yelling like someone would say bingo and they'd be like, "Fuck you!" It was
Oh, okay.
it was
It was
volatile.
intense.
North Dakota bingo is volatile.
It was intense, is what you're saying.
Yes, and then
were
the one in
there
South
as many
Dakota,
N-words dropped as at the Steel Toe 10th anniversary show?
slightly less.
Okay.
I believe they were on their
Good.
best behavior.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then South Dakota.
We did chant the F word a few times.
Of course. I mean, that's what you do. When
You
you're
got to
in the Midwest.
fit in out there. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
apparently. I couldn't believe when I heard what was going on in Minnesota, that this is how these
crazy.
people still live their lives. Like,
And
holy
then
shit.
I'm going to talk about it on my show this Sunday. But then did you hear him? Like I think yesterday,
Mhm.
where he's like, guys, you really embarrassed me with the chants. It's like you were leading them, Aaron. What are you talking about?
It was so incredible. People don't know what we're talking about. Real quick, and then we'll move on. But Steel Toe, Aaron Imholt, had his 10-year anniversary live show at Stoney's, and they're like in St. Cloud, Minnesota, some rural area.
We
of
drove through there
Minnesota.
actually. I
Oh,
should
did
stop
you?
by. Yeah.
So you're very familiar with it now.
yeah.
And they're doing a comedy show. There's no comedy to be had, but they're doing a comedy show. And this audience is just chanting F slurs and like every joke about being gay. And like, it was just nonstop. I don't use this word, but someone might say homophobia.
Sure.
Was what was going on. And Monday morning, Aaron's just like, wow, what an event. Holy cow. You guys came out. We killed it. Everyone had a great time. And then Melton played all of the audio that leaked that showed how embarrassing it was. And the next thing you know, Aaron's going, guys, I can't do live comedy shows anymore if you're going to be like
Shame
that."
on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
It's hysterical. So I'm looking forward to your take on it,
Yeah.
on the Blind Mike project.
But then just to wrap up, yeah, the South Dakota show was just in a guy's basement, but other Minifans showed up. So like
Oh, cool.
they just DM'd the guy and he was like, yeah, come on over. So just like a group of like 5 or 6 random people that have never met each other showed up in this guy's basement to watch us do a show.
That's hilarious. And did you guys post these shows? I imagine. you
Yeah,
did.
they're on YouTube
Okay.
and everywhere else you get podcasts.
How did the shows go?
Honestly, swimmingly. The audio was good. It was all a good time. There's a lot of drama that's falling out now between Mick and Justin, but that's to be expected. So yeah, go check that out. It's all playing out. Who knows? Are you Team Mick? Let us know in the chat.
Well, I'm glad you're back in Boston.
Yeah.
And back on WATS. Welcome. I want to start off, oftentimes I start off with a a little music to get us going.
Who are these music? Who are these music?
A voicemailer sent this in. Are you familiar with the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
I am. Yes.
All right. So they have had a hit song in the 90s, Knock on Wood.
Yeah.
And they're performing at some late night show. And what you're going to hear, you're going to see them performing their song, their hit. But what you're going to hear is an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression singing it.
I was hoping you'd say that. Good.
Yeah, it's your lucky day, buddy.
Have you ever been close to tragedy or been close to folks who have? Have you ever felt the pain so powerful, so heavy you collapse? No. Oh well. I never had to knock on wood, but I know someone who has, which makes me wonder if I could. It makes me wonder if I never had to knock on wood. And I'm glad I haven't yet, because I'm sure it isn't good. That's the impression that I get.
All right, I have to admit, I thought it was stupid until we got to the harmony part. And I was like, okay, that was funny.
I liked it way more than I thought I would when you described it.
I thought we were going to watch it and goof on it. And I'm like, no, actually, this is kind of funny. I'm kind of digging
Might
it.
add that to my Spotify list. I'm just kind of enjoying
Right.
it.
It's not bad. It's a good sign to begin with, so that helps. All right, let's head over to what I call Twitter.
Look at this tweet now.
Now, Mike, you found this clip. There's a poor young lady who's having a tough go at it
Yeah.
because her boss won't accommodate her time blindness. Let's hear a bitch about it.
Well, so I was just going to say that someone actually sent it to me because speaking of the Kirk Minihane show, that's why Coleman left because he's a young kid. He's like 24 years old and he couldn't deal with his time blindness. This is a phrase I've heard a lot with like
Really?
young people. It just means I'm an asshole who's late all the time. But this is plagued people in their 20s apparently.
Wow, yeah, we used to call it something very different when I was younger. But all right, let's
Yeah.
let's see.
So I just got yelled at for asking a very reasonable question. So I'm applying to go somewhere, and I just wanted to know, are there accommodations for people who struggle with time blindness and being on time, you know? And then the person I was with interrupted and acted like I was asking something else, and then when we were done, they actually started yelling at me and saying that accommodations for time blindness doesn't exist, and if you struggle with being on time, you'll never be able to get a job. You know, provided you're trying your absolute best to be there. And then they're like, your stupid generation wants to destroy the workplace. And yeah, I think that a culture where workers are just cut off because they struggle with being on time, when there's other solutions that we can look to, I think that just anybody who thinks it's okay to just treat people like that, yeah, that culture needs to be dismantled. And then I asked that person, how can you feel good about yourself upholding this kind of system? And then to think I'm entitled. No, if people think it's okay to treat others like this, that's entitlement.
First off, she said that she's trying her best. She can't be on time, but she's trying her best. You should raise the bar on what your best is, if that's the case.
That was also my favorite part because I like
Yeah.
the idea of like, you know, the workday starting at 9, you stroll in at 9:45 and your boss is like, let me ask you this. Did you try your best? Oh, I mean, absolutely. Of course. Okay. Whew, that is a load off my mind. Thank God. I was worried you didn't try your best.
Here's the reason why time is important in the world of business, Mike. Let me explain this to this woman who's time blind.
All right.
Let's say your company makes customized keychains,
Sure.
and there's this guy who's throwing a 10th year anniversary party for former Tonight Show workers.
You mean like when the Tonight Show ended, of course.
No, no, just 10 years.
But I mean, it's certainly when Jay Leno's Tonight Show ended, at least. That would be a historical moment.
No. But anyway, so this guy's throwing this party and he wants to give out these keychains and then they never show up. That's why you need employees to show up on time to get the work done
Right.
so you can hit deadlines.
That would be great if this woman worked for that keychain place.
Yes. That would be a twist and a half right
But-
there. I've seen crazier things.
This is where the maybe I sound like an old man. I understand every generation does this, but this is where young people annoy the shit out of me, because the idea of this woman seeing me, bump into walls and read 3 inches from my phone and not be able to drive and be like, same, you and me, same struggle.
Right,
We have the
yes.
same.
Also
we
handicapped.
both suffer from blindness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is pretty fucked up, actually. I didn't even think about it from your
blindness.
perspective. If she was like, by the way, I'm time club footed, I'd be like, whoa, what the fuck? Can't be time
I'm
club
time
footed.
crippled.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't like that. Let's hit some super chats real quick.
Yay, super chats.
And then we'll head over to YouTube. Dame Taft coming in with $2 says, bitching banter, Stinger boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is. We got the best stingers in the biz.
Mm-hmm.
Bloated F-slur with 99 cents. Mahell yeah, $5. Please add goal banter segment. Oh, should we do that?
I think we have no choice, really. I think,
All right,
of course,
so
of
we
course
do
should.
banter. We do banter at the beginning of the show,
Yeah.
but I think at the end of the show we need another banter segment.
That would
just
be nice.
Counting up the money that we
Or
made.
we never get to the clips until you guys hit the goal.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Pony up front, or it's all banter.
I need everyone to call one friend and tell them to tune in. I'm watching those view counts. They better double.
Yes. I should point out, I've heard everyone say that I'm a grifter. So on my show on Sunday, super chats have been banned. So anyone that tries that nonsense, you'll be punished. So don't show up trying to super chat me.
Motherfucker, are you trying to do a reverse psychology thing
No.
now? You got that to work so well, now you're going to try another thing?
No.
You know, Mike, I knew you before you were rich. You've changed, man. You have changed. Yeah, we really haven't talked since your telethon stream.
No, I've been on the run.
Yeah, the goal.
Yes.
That was something else. It was really impressive.
Yes. Thank you for joining. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. Dame Taft, $5. I just landed in Rochester. Which way to the fruit bar? We're going to Lux tonight. If anyone's in the
Wherever
Rochester
Carl
area,
is, right, guys?
when this is done, I'm going to head over to Lux Lounge, 666 South Ave, is where you can find that fruit bar. These people, you give them an inch. KJ coming in.
Here comes the money. Here we go.
Thanks for the super chat, KJ. The Instagram jingle lyrics seem to be studied more than the Dark Side of the Moon album.
KJ $10 says, I will be listening intently to Dabblecon 2 this weekend, as I imagine one Stuttering John and his Vietnamese girlfriend will be as well. There's no way that's a real girl. The way he was describing his night with her. He had the computer on the bed. And
That's an
kicked it off.
interesting. It's like when you're listening to Bill Belichick break down game tape. You pointing out that Stuttering John never mentioned the woman after the computer fell off the bed. I was like, this guy, he reviews the game tape. That's insight.
I mean, it's just insane. John would brag about having a girl at his front door for 20 minutes.
Right.
If a girl was even near his house.
It's a damn good point.
All right. I got to give it up to our boy, David Chandler, coming in.
Here comes the money. Here we go.
Thanks for the super chat. There's David Chandler, Gandhi, Jesus, and Abraham Lincoln. David fits right in with this group.
David with a $50 super sticker. Thank you so much for that, David Chandler. And then another $10 on top of that. 2024 Dabblecon 2, 180 miles out from the return. You think he's going to be back there, David?
We'll see.
I didn't even check today. I assume that it's just because John's got to get his computer fixed. That's why he's like, I'm leaving the internet again.
I think he's actually scared. I think you boys scared him away, at least for a few days.
Probably some of that. Some super tips real quick. These are from last week. Thanks, guys.
I have way too many dicks in my butt.
That's
the great Simu sending that in.
I've never said that.
Well, you just did. I heard it.
There's never too many.
Knock, knock.
Ma, Heat. Oh, wait, I already got served. Who is it?
Not blind, Mike. Thank you.
Whew, I was so worried it was going to be a Pops American doing a Pops knock and run on my mobile espresso stand.
These people from different worlds are now having conversations with each other. I didn't know that was possible.
I like my buddy Tom Myers getting into the mix because you could tell he was interested when I talked to him. He was interested in Stuttering John. I'm glad they're finally friends.
It's great. Yes. Those two should team up. If Tom Myers teamed up with John, it'd be so much better than Rob Saul.
Oh my! I mean, it's not even close. Rob Saul is podcasting poison. He's horrendous.
The guy used
Possibly
to be
worse than DG. Possibly.
I think you're right. He used to be on the radio. He talks about how he used to be on the radio. I'm like, doing what?
He's horrendous. And I didn't think he would be as completely spineless as he is. Like, I didn't think he would back down. John is just an asshole to him. And he's the best was, I heard you guys point this out also, but I heard it in real time when he goes, I've been an Anthony Cumia fan for a long time, but it's actually in the last 24 hours, I've re-examined it. He's always kind of stunk.
Yeah. His reason, because he reached out to Anthony to be on his show when he was drunk or something, and then Missy exposed that, and John was all pissed. And he goes, you know what? I don't even like Anthony anymore. He's got those new glasses that he wears. It's like, what?
It's total coincidence. John has nothing to do with you being angry. I actually think he's a terrible broadcaster, and he's never been funny.
Go figure.
I would have sold my corny-ass mobile coffee shop for Mike's goal. I hate myself so much. I'm so espresso martini. I should go to Greenland.
Whoa. No one's going to Greenland, woke dad. You're saving lives, remember? You're important. We need you.
I appreciate him getting involved for the goal, though, at least.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'd like a 12 Oz latte Daniel with extra woke cum today.
Do you mind if I record to my TikTok? I want to be inclusive to potatoes, not only humans.
That is something he would say. Damn it, Coleman $3 says Mike is going to be pissed when he sees KC. Oh, that was from last week still when KC was looking like you.
Well,
Damn it, Coleman also says, all glory to the goal.
That's what's most important. KC impressions be damned. The goal is most important.
I agree.
Whenever my kids are feeling straight, I give them a little Hot in the Rock hot sauce to keep them on track. Use Hot in the Rock for all your LGBTQI needs. Hot in the Rock, it makes you gay.
That's not true. It doesn't. It's the opposite.
My boy Casey had a great point about the A in LGBTQIA. Like, I never thought of that.
Yeah, that was an interesting conversation. It's aromantic.
Yeah, which is just possibly anybody.
It's all of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Carl. Too busy, moles. Saving all the trans kids and other LGBTQIA plus kids in Rochester to come to Dabblecon next week. Have the event you deserve.
We will, buddy. We will. Dabblecon starting tomorrow night.
Honestly, my favorite thing about the super tip system is how the little cutout heads dance while the voice is talking.
It is a nice part of it. I have to agree with you on that. The animation part is fun.
Certainly.
I said to them, follow me and I will make you fishers of men. Matthew 4:19.
Okay, we're getting into the Bible shit again.
I am the great and powerful blind Mike. I have demonstrated my abilities by predicting the sale of Stuttering John's house. Tune in to BMP this Sunday to listen to me divine when and how Carl will come out of the closet.
Whoa! You got a date on that one for us, Mike?
Whenever Jenny Jingles dies, which based on her age is probably going to be pretty soon.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you heard Rob Saul, but he said she's going to be dead in like 30 years. And then I'm going to do something.
A wild burn. In 30 years, you might be a little lonely.
Yeah, I know. And then what will I do?
Yo, Carl, what time is my podcast going on?
Oh, sorry, Joey C. Your podcast is not happening at Dabblecon.
Damn it.
Sorry about that.
Whether you like it or not, I'm coming to the Rochester, and I will be in the green room eating all of your pizza. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, Jay, that's fucked up, man.
Guy doesn't learn.
He doesn't.
It was so inspiring watching the Olympics, and I was brought to tears cheering on our proud, young, nappy-headed hoes.
Okay. That's inappropriate. Let's head over to YouTube, see what's doing.
I'll stop the show and watch YouTube.
So DeletelawZ is back on YouTube and makes a video. Mike sends it over to me. He's got some great clips from it. And I wasn't able to watch it because there was like an age restriction thing. I checked my settings.
He was right about censorship.
Dude, this is so crazy. So right before we went on live, I just decided to go and check and make sure I could play it because I was playing it earlier and it's blocking me again. I can't play DeletelawZ's video.
Damn it.
But do you want to explain why you can't see his video?
Well, yeah. So basically, the reason I found the clips is I found it funny that he did a live stream the other day, and he's like, they don't want you to see this. YouTube is trying to censor me. They're trying to take me down. And it seems like he has like a free speech type issue, which
Oh, no.
I think
Mike, he literally said, you won't be able to watch this video without an age restriction because I'm going to tell the truth.
Oh, yes.
He said it's all about the truth.
Yeah, I don't want the truth.
YouTube doesn't like the truth out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, this is a complaint any YouTube creator that's for adults has, because you never know what they're going to demonetize. Literally every one of my videos starts at best limited monetization, and you have to,
same here.
You have to
So
beg
annoying.
and plead your way to monetization,
Right?
And hopefully they grant it to you. So I was like, you know what, maybe I'm going to be on board with DeletelawZ. Maybe he's going to convince me. And he's like, man, I am just trying to spit the truth, and they don't want you to hear it. So let me play this clip of a civilian getting his brains beat in by the police officer. Look at how his skull cracks open. And then he
literally
goes,
slows it down to 0.25x speed.
yeah. So he stops it and he goes, and this is the kind of stuff that these babies at YouTube won't allow you to see. Now let me slow it down, and it's literally like comically slowed down, where the cop's like, stop right there.
Yeah.
As they're beating you about the skull.
The other part about the video, though, and I'm sorry we can't show it, but the guy is being ridiculous in the back of this cop car.
Mm-hmm.
He's unruly, would be an understatement with the way this guy is acting. And I'm not saying that a police officer should punch him, but DeletelawZ acts like this could happen to any of us. I'm like, no, I don't act that way around police officers.
He's
would
like,
not happen
"Listen,
to me.
This is just like the reason YouTube is censoring this video is because they don't want you to know that the cops could break down your door and do this to you.
Right.
It's like, well, they aren't.
And he even does this. I'm mad I can't play this. I use it as the thumbnail for our show today. When he was doing his character work and he was going cross-eyed. And,
oh, damn. I forgot about that part.
Great acting. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's doing this.
I'll download
he's doing
it and
this
play it
weird
next
laugh
week.
now. Okay. All right. I won't do it then. But he has a weird laugh and a weird gimmick now where he's trying not to curse as much because he's running for governor. And the one thing we know now is that you can say whatever you want and have whatever opinions you want. If you curse, you can go to jail. If you curse, you'll never become governor.
That's what.
But yeah, so he has other gimmicks now, like his laugh.
Is that what he's trying to do? What state is he running for governor? Does he pick one?
No, yeah, who knows? It doesn't matter.
Okay.
The point is he wants to take office.
All right. Since we're on YouTube, John Sarasani, I can't believe this, has launched another show.
Yeah.
So we know John from, what was the name of that show he was doing?
Partner.
The Partner.
How could you forget?
Well, because it was forgetful, and the show had a horrible, disappointing ending where he's just like, all right, so I guess we'll meet for coffee once a month, and I own 10% of your company now. And the guy's like, wait, I thought you were going to give me money or something. No money, but we'll meet. I'll tell you what to do.
Nobody wins. Maybe we'll do a season 2. See you guys. Thanks for watching.
That's basically how it ended. So now he's got a new idea, and this is nuts right here.
Welcome to the first episode ever of Bombshell Blackjack by John Sarasani. Yours truly. My first contestant is Haley. Haley, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Let's head to the table. I'm trying to promise these girls that this is worth their time, my friend. Haley.
All right.
Yeah, so he's trying to abduct women, essentially.
Mike, he is quite figuratively throwing shit at the wall to see what's going to stick. He is trying everything to become a viral social media sensation.
Yeah, and I looked, I took a peek at Reddit to see if there was any John Sarasani buzz about him, and all I could find, I don't know blackjack or gambling very well, so I don't know how to detect this, but the few posts I saw about John Sarasani were just on gambling subreddits where they're like, look at this fucking fraud who doesn't know anything and is trying to pose as an expert.
I'm a big blackjack player. So when I was watching him coach her, I was getting very annoyed with some of his suggestions and advice. I'm with that subreddit on that. But let's start out by learning about his interviewing skills. You know, he's got a lovely lady here. Let's get to know her. That's what you always want to do on a game show. Get to know the contestants.
So Haley, where are you from?
I'm from Vegas.
Las Vegas native.
Local, yeah.
So people actually live in Vegas. You didn't grow up in a casino?
No, but pretty close to it. That's what people always ask.
So actually Vegas or Henderson?
Vegas.
It's a wildly
Really?
unoriginal
Vegas
question.
Drew.
I didn't know people actually did that. The more you know. Were your parents in the business?
No.
No?
I don't know why they came here, but
People live in Las Vegas, John. I don't understand. He's like, well, you must have been a transplant. No, I was born in Las Vegas. Oh, well, then your parents own a casino? No, not the casino business at all, actually.
So Haley, tell me, they have water on Mars? Is that how you were able to survive?
It's so bizarre. You're from Vegas. You mean a different part of Nevada? No, I meant Vegas. Oh, okay.
Well, what you want to do is start not just an interview, but your new show with a question that the response is, everyone asks me that. You want a completely unoriginal, vapid question to start things off.
This is how I would have answered that question, or I would have responded to that. Oh, cool.
Right.
What else do you need to say? I'm from Vegas. All right. Moving on.
Let me riff on that. So what's happening here, really the point of this show, it seems to be for John to hit on naive young women.
Yes. And let me just play the rest of this interview, and then we'll get into the meat of this.
Vegas?
Sin
All right.
City.
All right.
Perfect place to raise a family.
So you're probably in your 20s. I think people like in their 40s and above that grew up in Vegas had like a parent that was a dealer or something like that.
Okay. My grandma was actually a blackjack dealer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So John thinks the only jobs available in Las Vegas are blackjack dealers. Her parents could be magicians. They could be gay acrobats. There are other professions in Las Vegas besides a card dealer.
Or they could work at a fucking insurance company in Nevada, you know?
Right. And that's what's so ridiculous about this. He can't wrap his head around. He's like, but I only come to Vegas because I'm a tourist. Yeah. No, I know. It's a big industry here. We get it.
John, they have roads and houses and all kinds of shit.
I know. Can you fucking believe it? All right. So this is him creeping on this chick.
With the tens.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Doing me dirty.
Bruce, I'm trying to promise these girls that this is worth their time, my friend.
I'm trying to promise
Horrifying.
these girls that it's worth their time, my friend, because the dealer pulled a blackjack there. So he's just like, come on.
I'm trying to fool these bitches.
Well, let me explain what the rules are. He gives her $500 and she's going to bet $100 a hand, play 5 hands. If she's up money, they split the winnings.
No, yeah.
Right. So this is what he's enticing these people with. They could make as much as $250. Neat. Okay.
Yeehaw. And a night with John
Right.
Sarasani.
Well, hopefully just a moment with John Sarasani. I don't know. But let's get to the end of this. So she plays some blackjack. She does it wrong. She makes the wrong. So here's the thing about blackjack. There are specific things you're supposed to do based on the odds. And when you don't do them, a lot of people at the table think you're fucking up the flow of the deck and the table, and it's frowned upon. There's an etiquette to blackjack. And I've personally gotten up and walked away from tables where people don't know what the fuck they're doing. But she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing, but it works for her. And he goes, yep, see, you can't always trust what they say to do. No, that's the worst lesson possible. Yes, it is true that sometimes you're going to stay on your 15 against a 7 and you're going to end up winning that hand. But in the long run, you will lose more than you will win if you do that, which is why you don't do that.
Well, also, there's an element of luck in gambling, but I would say if you're doing a gambling show, teaching people how to gamble, your lesson for the day should not be, that's right, gang, blind, pulled out of your ass luck always wins out.
Right. It's not a good lesson to be learned. So here is the end of this.
All right, Haley, not only do you get $50, you also get a deck of 2,000% raised playing cards.
Wow. Thank you.
And have you ever heard the term gem pop?
I actually haven't.
He used the word gen pop 4 times in this video while he's talking to her. And this is only a 5-minute long video. He's like, oh, that's so gen pop of you. Yeah. And it's just like, okay.
She's like, it seems really important to you, but no, I've never heard it.
So he's unveiling this shirt that he has.
I actually haven't.
You haven't?
No.
All right. Have you ever heard the term little buddy?
No.
All right. Well, listen. It's okay, little buddy. Go back to Gen Pop.
Oh, cute.
If anyone ever messes with you in high limit, you wear this shirt and just point to the chest.
Okay, perfect.
Inaugural episode went all right. Haley walks out $50 richer. Tune in next week, guys.
Wow, that's bad. So he's trying to create catchphrases. He's like Opie. He's trying to invent catchphrases, and he's immediately putting them on shirts. It's okay, little buddy. Go back to Gen Pop.
Not even that. He goes, have you ever heard the term little buddy?
Yeah.
It's not a term. It's something people say. Something. It's not, but it's not anything. That's not a term. It's like, oh yeah, I've heard of that before. It's like, no, you're just calling someone buddy.
In John's mind, she probably follows him on Instagram, like everyone does.
Right. It's
She's
like, did
probably
I
seen
do
those
that?
videos.
You're like, hey, I know that.
Right. She's probably seen all those videos where he slaps back at the haters with his little buddy talk. He's insane. He really wants to be famous so fucking bad. He's trying to buy his way to fame. I am telling you, Mike, I've said it before, this man will be broke in the next 3 to 4 years.
He doesn't. And the interesting thing is, I always say, like, John, stop telling us how much you work, because it does seem like you're a hard worker in business. Obviously, you made a lot of money and did well. But in entertainment, which he is shifting his career towards, he's not a hard worker. If you watch this show, there's literally a part, it's only a 5-minute video if you want to check it out. But there's a part where he's like, he comes up with some rule. And then he says to someone like off camera, he's like, we'll have to know that's good to know for episode 2. And it's like, so John, you just put no thought into this. And like Barstool shows will get away with that stuff because they're comedy shows about gambling, essentially. Like you watch those guys because you like the personalities involved. John frames it as, I'm an expert teaching you guys how to win at blackjack. So
yay,
and he's not funny. And he's not funny. Well, so there's no other reason to be watching this.
The dealer has an ace on the first hand, and the dealer asks if she wants to buy insurance, as the dealer would. And she says, I never buy insurance. And John goes, good, buying insurance is Gen Pop. And I went, what the fuck does that mean? So apparently general population is not cool, or I don't know, whatever.
It's gay.
But he's right. I think, Aaron Imholt would call it gay. He would just break it down to that. I got a suggestion from Dash on our Patreon. And he says, I think WATS could really use more of the Catholic comedy stylings of Jonathan, who apparently played Jesus in something, and his Hallow app advertisements. The Hallow app is an app you download to your phone that helps you pray to Jesus better.
Is it Halo or Hallow?
Halo, right. You're right. Halo.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I'm saying Hallow. Thank you. So the Halo app is ridiculous with their marketing campaign, their advertising.
What the? Who are you?
Hi, I'm your guide on Hallow, a prayer and meditation.
It is Hallow.
Why is it Hallow?
It's spelled differently than Halo. That's why I was saying that.
Like hallowed halls, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's probably why.
Oh,
so
okay.
He's sitting cross-legged on her nightstand, and she's waking up.
Who are you?
Hi, I'm your guide on Hallow, a prayer and meditation app to help you find peace and grow closer to God.
I don't remember downloading you.
Actually, you downloaded me several months ago, right around the time you downloaded TikTok. We all know how that panned out. Why don't we start with an easy 5-minute daily gospel? Take a deep breath and focus your attention on God. Hallow makes it easy to build a daily practice of prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Right? Hallow offers all kinds of calming spiritual music, thousands of guided prayers, meditations, Bible stories, sermons, Bible in a year, and best of all, yours truly.
What is Bible in a year? Wonder what that means.
You could learn the whole Bible in a year?
This is a ridiculous app, but I've also never understood those other apps that help you with meditation. My thoughts about meditation, I'm not good at it, but I think your phone shouldn't be involved at all.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Isn't that kind of the point?
Probably rule number 1.
Yeah, rule number 1, like turn your phone off. So
I like the idea that any church in modern times is like, all right, so I've got a marketing campaign. We show up in the lady's bedroom unprovoked.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
It's like I'm with the actual Jesus.
I'm not the actual Jesus. I just play him on TV.
Oh, I know.
I know you know.
Sucks. All right, so now the next scene is, that music's terrible. Next scene is she comes home Wednesday, 4:15 p.m., and she's got 2 kids. They're probably 6 or 7, and they're just making a huge mess of the living room. And so what she does, she doesn't discipline them or tell them, hey, that's not how we behave in this house. She puts her earbud in to listen to some Hallow app.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be. Hallow can help you slow down and find peace, even on chaotic days, or as I like to call them, days.
Preach.
Oh, I couldn't. I'm not prepared. Well, if you insist. Blessed are the...
No, that's not what I meant. It's just figure of
Oh,
speech.
you put me on the spot. I mean, I actually know the whole thing.
I'll listen tonight.
It has a build to it. That was just the first...
She's a terrible mother because now what she does, she takes the earbud out and she starts playing with these kids who are misbehaving. They need to be disciplined, lady.
Rule with an iron fist.
What are you doing? You're going to start coloring on the walls with marker with them? That's not a good idea.
It's weird to see. I guess you got to respect the attempt a little bit, but just the desperate attempt from religion to market this way. Like, what if we were funny now? Like, what if we had the equivalent of Ryan Reynolds in our commercial?
Yeah, you're right. I am getting that kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get ya.
At night, Hallow has sleep meditations, night prayer, and Bible stories to help you close your day with God.
Bible stories. I can't imagine something more terrifying than listening to a story about genocide while I go to sleep with my significant other. That sounds terrible.
The problem religion is facing now is like strict religion. We all know the flaws with.
Sure.
And the way it should be marketed is like, hey, you need a little guidance. You're going through a tough time. Whatever. Come on down to fucking church. What do you say?
Yeah.
But that's not a big business, and they're a massive business that needs to try and stay relevant. So they do desperate things like this.
Let the weight of the day fall away. Give your cares and worries over to God. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for they shall...
You know what? This is actually really good advice. I have been pretty stressed out this week preparing for all the things that we're doing at Dabblecon 2.
Sure.
Trying to get my roach set in order, trying to figure out what we're doing for the podcast. We got a bunch of stuff for the Dabby Awards I'm in charge of. Been working with Vinny on the AV and everything we're doing with the streaming service. I got that all set up and running. I should have just given it all over to God.
That would be much better. And with it, luckily, Carl, with this app, that's only 2 clicks away.
Oh, beautiful. All right, I'm downloading it now then.
For Lent this year, instead of chocolate, give up worry and anxiety with a 30-day free trial of Hallow.
I wonder how much that costs. I should look that up.
Oh, interesting. And do you think they tried to get like a celebrity to play Jesus?
I think that is a guy who actually played Jesus in something that people who are religious would know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that was the point. It's like they got a celebrity spokesperson.
Oh, they did say they're like they got you, but I didn't know. I thought it was just that it was Jesus is what they were saying. But
no, I think that he's a character actor or something.
This is not the same app that Mark Wahlberg was promoting, is it?
It might be.
That sounds slightly familiar to me. But
Yes, I think it is the same one. So yeah,
you gotta give them credit. They're sparing no expense.
I want to thank Restless Tom Jessamando. $5 says, I'm late to work almost every day. I'm not blind. I'm just an asshole who doesn't care. FSJ FAIFRS.
There you go. Embrace being an asshole.
Super chats.
And that's really what it comes down to. You're just prioritizing things differently in your life than you should. Chase Sheds, $5. Can Arnold and Knock on Wood be in the new outro song? I bought the stream. Can't get out of work this weekend. Go Bills. Oh, come on. You can't get out of work this weekend. What kind of boss do you have? It's ridiculous. But thank you for buying the stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. Dabblecon this weekend. Some stupid asshole $10 says, Carl, I heard Woke Dad is endorsing Kamala, I should say. He taught me how to say that. Kamala in the latest trend, closeted corny douches for Kamala. Why not?
It would be great if Woke Dad just came out like MAGA one day, like just completely did a heel turn right before the election. People don't know what to do.
Rocco Orb 2002 $2 says, is that Tommy Wiseau on Hallow? No, that's not Tommy
I don't
Wiseau.
think so.
That would be an amazing get, though.
Yeah.
If they got him.
Let's get a rally going. Super Chats, PayPal, Venmo, Rumble Rants. Who are these podcasts? Carl Kroner, Blind Mike Moolah.
Rumble Rants?
I like, who are these podcasts?
I love that. You should
fun.
actually start that.
I should start that.
Who are these podcasts?
That's not bad.
I tossed the failed goal cash off of a freeway overpass. No more bull crap. Fresh goal on the Geary Goal Morning Show this Sunday. Bring your wallets.
Hey, buddy.
I like that one, too.
That's true. I won't accept the money. But if we fail the goal, I do throw it off of a freeway. I can't accept the money. I just rip it up.
The Geary Goal Morning Show. I like that. That has
nice
legs
ring
to it. Yes. Yeah. Pony Power coming in. Pony Power is the guy who 3D printed not only Dr. Steve's finger for us, but also the Dabby Awards.
I, Carl, will be buying every good-looking guy espresso martinis at the meetup tonight.
All right, I can't promise that.
Hi, KSRL. First clips of me, now my dog, Eugene. We need to sit down to some woke coffee and hash this out.
Okay.
That was over the line. I saw you guys did that. I found it offensive.
What did we do?
The woke dog.
Oh,
Let's not
right.
drag him
I
into
forgot Woke Dog was on last week. Good call. Forgot about that.
Burger Goblin Carl, don't you have a new jingle up your butt? Put the ranch down.
Hee hee ha ha! I should. Otherwise, why am I wearing my hamburger pants?
I too wear my hamburger pants, as they are the most inclusive.
All right, you got your jingle, buddy.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Thanks for the super chat, Chris Holm, aka Skinny Blind Mike Burger. Goblin Magic will make Aaron from Steel Toe jealous for Carl hitting the goal.
I don't know if you heard me talking about this last week, but I think it was Turd Burglar. One of these guys wanted us to have something racist against Asians as their personalized super chat.
Sure.
And AI would not even read the words good at math. People who are good at math.
Really?
Yeah. Doug was trying everything he could to get something in, and AI is not having it.
That's very interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
AI is saying they're not good at math, actually.
I think that's what AI is saying.
Contrary to popular belief.
Reverse racism. Matthew Rowley, holy shit. Mike, after tricking his fans out of thousands of dollars, finally showed back up. Yeah, I know. He actually showing his face in these parts.
I had nowhere else to run.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Thanks for the super chat, Matthew Rowley. 1 dot to dots, 3 dots. 1 dot, 3 dots for Blind Mike is skull and braille.
All right, one more.
Hey, Woke Dad, can I have an espresso martini with a big side cup of cum?
Sure thing, Potato. Do you mind if I record a TikTok saying how much I hate myself and wish to be more of a colored espresso martini than a straight white male?
This espresso martini thing's not going away anytime soon. Wait until we hear what John said on the tapes this weekend. I think it's going to get a lot worse than that. I have a feeling.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, let's head over to TikTok.
TikTok's a psyop by the Chinese to fuck up the minds of our youth and some other people too. So let's talk quite a lot about these TikTokers we stalk and know. Oh, TikTok fucking blows.
Last week, our boy Casey Day introduced us to a new streamer we had not talked about before, Mrs. Frazzled. And if you weren't watching that show or if you forgot, this is possibly the most annoying person on the internet. She does a mommy vlog, parenting advice, supposedly funny parenting show.
Good way of problem solving. That wouldn't be infuriating to deal with as an adult at all.
Yeah, this is her on whatever Olympic scandal she's referring to.
Uh-oh, silly goose. Do I need to get you to the pond?
Oh,
okay, well, she's not gonna give you her medal, friend. No, and if you really, really want to, you can give her a medal too, because it's not her fault, and it's not her fault. It's your fault. And ouchie, I know that can be super
how you
duper
talk to a
hard
kid?
to hear.
Yeah,
but
she calls this
sometimes we
gentle parenting.
Oh, but you're a precious little idiot. Yes, you
Yeah.
are.
Oh,
Yes,
it's
she's
so
still
condescending.
insulting the kid.
It's so insulting and condescending. I don't know who this is for.
But sometimes when we make really big mistakes, we have to look inside our heart because our big feelings that we're having
hold
because we feel embarrassed.
The tone might be how you would talk to a child, but none of
Right.
the words are.
Correct. Yeah,
You would
it's
never say to a
ridiculous.
kid, well, listen, sometimes you have to look inward.
Yeah.
You really bungled this, kid. I'm sorry to tell you.
Cannot hurt other people. Got it, got it. Mm-mm. If you're having big feelings, that's okay. But you need to go back to the judge's stand and draw a picture on your notepad, okay? Calm your body down. No, we do not snatch. That is never an okay choice. Holy moly cannoli. Well, she's not gonna...
All right, so in this video, she writes that I added one of the bloopers at the end. When I improv these, sometimes I surprise myself. So this is her blooper from this, where she's improvising these, Mike, and she cracks herself up.
She's not gonna give you her medal. Mm-mm. If you're having a big feeling about that,
It wasn't even funny.
That was the whole blooper?
Yeah, she just didn't even know what to say, I guess.
Oh, what a
She's acting
son
like
of a gun.
She acts like she's cracking herself
What a
up.
precious moment.
All right, so
Just nervous laughter.
I know. People don't understand what bloopers are anymore. Oh, you didn't do the thing correctly? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's not a blooper.
Sure, it's exactly like Dom DeLuise.
You ever watch hilarious sports bloopers? The guy just like, hey, throws it a bit outside, first baseman can't catch it. Guy's safe at first. Wow, crazy. Should have thrown that more accurately, I suppose. It's not a blooper. But I wanted to bring her back on this show because she's doing something that a lot of these TikTokers do. And I think it's a bad move. I think it's going to lead to more problems. She is responding to a specific negative comment underneath one of her TikTok videos.
Why do they keep thinking this is a good idea?
I don't know why they feel compelled to put people in their place. So this one, it says, this is how condescending bitches talk with a smiley or a laughing face. And so she's going to respond to that.
Hi again. Why do you come to my page all the time, you guys? Like, why are you searching up my shit and commenting?
Whoa! Where's Mother Goose?
Yeah, what just happened here?
What
This
the
is getting real all of a sudden. I don't like this version.
This on it, or posting it in your little groups. Like, what are you doing?
So there's people goofing on her. I'm not surprised, and they're posting it in Discords or wherever. And I'm wise to you guys. If you don't like what I'm doing, move along. Go somewhere else.
Your life is so sad. And first of all, we've been through this. I am condescending on purpose. I made a whole video about it, and I am a bitch. Do you know how long I was a pushover? I am so proud to be a bitch, and I am so proud to irritate you every single day. But you have an ugly heart, and that cannot be fixed.
Jesus.
You need to get some friends
Whoa.
that like you. Okay?
I like the other lady.
Yeah, what? I know the other lady's actually better than this one. This one sucks.
Jesus.
Did she just prove the point that the person was making?
Yeah, I think you're a bit of a cunt. Oh, I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll show you.
You have no idea.
You have no friends and you're a loser. You have nothing going on in life. It's like they wrote 7 words underneath a video of yours. How do you know all these things about this person?
And listen, art and entertainment, they're in the eye of the beholder. Who are we to really say what's successful? But if I came to the determination that I really think the best way to connect with my audience is Sunday, I'm going to talk about the latest Kill Tony news, like a little baby. And I'm going to say Tony Hinchcliffe is making watts and watts of money.
Oh, boy.
He's making this many dollars.
All right. I'm not tuning in for that. We have a brunch schedule, and I'm going to miss this episode.
If I wanted to do that, I would at least have to tell myself, you might have a few people criticize you.
Yeah.
You got to mentally prepare for that.
You're kind of being obnoxious. Some people might not like it. Just FYI.
Yeah.
So R in our Discord introduced me to Nbish. And this guy's interesting. I just have one video from him, but it might be worth checking out more of what he has to say. Might need to sign up for his newsletter.
All right.
Yo, I just heard this old fucking white man trying to like talk down to some like old brown man at their old people fucking McDonald's circle.
Wow. All right. Good start. We're off to a good start. Yeah. Let's see where this is going.
And he was like, I'm an American. I was born here. I live the American way, the right way. Motherfucker, y'all are genocidal, cannibal, racist scumbags that has like made enemies of the entire world. Y'all are cursed. Y'all are so fucking haunted. You make movies and shows about it. We're not haunted. Who's haunted? I fucking wonder why.
I'm confused. Who are we and them? This is a white-black issue, I'm assuming?
Well, it's interesting because he's not white or black.
Right.
I'm an American. I was born here.
I'm not sure. He looks like he might be native or something. He's got some really weird face tattoos and neck tattoos.
Nice. So cool guy.
Non-white, I guess, is the way I would describe him. Now,
okay.
I think I might have a solution, Mike.
Please.
Because obviously, for a long time in this country specifically, there was a lot of segregation, and the white people got all the good stuff, and the dark-colored people got all the bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we realized that wasn't right.
No.
And so we got rid of that Jim Crow laws, and we decided to just treat everyone equally in this country. And then a lot of people saw success from that. We lifted people up. And then they decided, yeah, but you know what? I was reading about that in the history book, and we probably need to punish these white people who were doing that 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And so now the big thing is like, well, whitey's the problem in all of these cases. What if we just divvy up the states? Like, I'll even say it. Hispanics, California's all yours. You guys can have California. I think black people can have Maryland and Georgia. We can negotiate some other ones. But would that solve these problems?
It's an interesting way of thinking. It's going to be problematic. The news stations are going to ridicule you, and you got to be prepared for that.
Okay, you think
but I
so?
think that happens with all innovation, and I think you could be onto something here.
Well,
separate the races.
Doesn't that seem like what they want now?
Maybe
like the people are supposed to be woke are just like, I can't even live near white people. They're the worst fucking people with hate in their heart.
I mean, our boy Woke Dad is like, guys, you wouldn't believe it. I found one decent white guy today, and it was me, as a matter of fact.
Well, you can't say his name without playing some clips.
Damn it.
Sitting in my mobile coffee shop, making videos about my transvestite children for TikTok.
Let's see what Woke Dad has been up to recently, shall we?
All right.
So this same customer came back today, and I hadn't seen him, and I wondered why. And he said, so you decided to post a video about me, did you? And immediately I thought, uh-oh, he saw the video that I posted. I mean, I did leave it sort of anonymous with a little bit of anonymity, so you didn't know who it was. But apparently he...
Well, yeah, of course we don't know who it was. It was a customer in your mobile coffee shop.
It also didn't happen, which makes it more difficult to narrow it down.
Right, yeah, of course not. So what he's referring to is he talked about this customer who he often has disagreements with, but they're respectful to each other, even though they don't agree politically. He made a video about this, and this guy came back. He's like, hey, man, I'm a big fan of yours on TikTok, and so I just saw that video you made about us.
Oh, it was. But apparently he found a way to find me on social media, and he found the video. And you know what he said to me?
Well, hold on. There's a couple things here. First of all, found a way. You have 140,000 followers.
Yeah, he thinks everyone knows who he is. He thinks he's famous.
You run a business where you talk shit about your customers every day. You didn't think it was possible that one would find you. You promote it on there. All the fucking... I'm sure if you Google mobile coffee shop, this asshole comes up. I think he's optimized that.
He puts photos of the mobile coffee shop up on social media all the time. He's constantly advertising it. Like, yeah, people would know who you are.
But also, he leaves us here, Carl, with an opportunity. He says, do you know what this son of a bitch said to me? And quite frankly, based on their previous interaction, I think this guy's going to let him have it and know what an asshole he is.
Oh, okay. All right. That's an interesting bet. We want to go $20 on that, or
Carl, 1,000. I'm so confident.
I think you're an amazing human being.
Damn
He
it.
said,
Shit. Just my luck.
Yeah, so wrong, my friend.
I
So
thought, how
wrong.
could certainly there's one man on the planet that doesn't think he's amazing.
All right. I mean, seriously, this dude, show the clip, as Melton would say. This dude needs to film one of these interactions for me to believe that any of them are real.
Yes.
Show the fucking clip. Now, I'm going to back this up real quick because he's going to tell you what this guy, who often disagrees with him politically, came in to tell him after watching this minute-long video he saw on TikTok. And if you and I had a conversation earlier in the day and I tried to remember everything you said to me, there's no way I would.
Of course.
I would have no ability
Yeah.
to recount the conversation word for word, but listen to Dad pull it off yet again.
I think you're an amazing human being. He said, you have been able to change my mind about a lot of things. A lot of things that other people have lied to me about. You've just been honest. And if you don't know, then you tell me you don't know. And you usually get back to me. You try and look into it and you get back to me. He said, you're a good freaking human being. If we could have people see eye to eye, even if they don't agree with each other on more things, then this world wouldn't be such an awful place. So do the right thing. Because it's not always the easy thing. But it does help others. And sometimes it changes minds. Just a thought.
Maybe I'm a bad person. I would never say that to any person. It'd be embarrassing.
Oh, I had the I guess opposite thought where I thought if someone said that to me, you'd never know about it. Because
Well, no shit.
Because I would never, I wouldn't think you'd believe me. I wouldn't go, hey, Carl, you got to hear this conversation with I had a guy. He said I'm the greatest human being who ever lived. He said I'm an amazing guy. I've changed his mind on a lot of things, and I'm just a terrific human being. Isn't that something?
I talked to a similar guy who was saying that everyone should be like me in this world, and the world would be an amazing place. Like, these compliments are so over the fucking top. No one talks like that to other people. You'd be like, "Oh, shut up, man! You're busting my balls. Get out of here."
Exactly. Yeah, you tell the story in that fact where like I think this guy was fucking with me, but he said
Right.
all these nice things. Like there's no humility with Daniel at all.
All right, this next clip is, you called it projecting, and
Just a tad,
he's
I
talking.
think.
Yeah. He's talking about the controversy around Kamala Harris's running mate.
You know what's super creepy, like really creepy and super weird right now? How many grown adults are obsessed with what's in the pants of a 4th through 12th grader?
So
You don't say.
The comment he's responding to is, "Good try, but that's definitely not the reason Tampon Tim did this. But liberals will spin everything." I don't know what that's referring to, but that's what he's talking about, is the Tampon Tim aspect of Tim Walz.
Grader. That is super fucking weird. Like, you're obsessed with the reproductive organs of a 4th through 12th grader. You don't see how odd that is, how creepy that is?
I don't have a TikTok channel dedicated to whether my kid is a boy or a girl, or transitioning, or a girl with a penis. You do.
No, Daniel, we see how weird it is actually. That's
That's
all
why
of
we
our
play your
point.
clips. We find it actually very odd that you care so much about children's genitalia.
I mean, we all live in a world where all of us are unique and different. And some people need access to things that you may not need access to. And it's all right that the world does not revolve around you, that things are different. People are different. And obsessing about the reproductive organs of a 4th through 12th grader, super creepy. And the name calling, super childish. You go to a public bathroom all the damn time, and there's always toilet paper there, right? It's a necessity to using the bathroom. So why not menstrual products? If you don't need it, you don't use it. It doesn't impact you at all.
Damn
Hope
straight,
this
brother.
helps. And have the day you deserve.
This is insane, Mike. I never thought in a million years we'd be having a discussion about whether or not there should be tampons in the boys' room of elementary school. But that's literally what this is about. Having tampons available for elementary school boys in their bathroom. If that was around when I was in elementary school, I'd be handing tampons to my guy friends who are acting like little bitches all day long.
It
Like,
is.
oh, he's acting up again. Here's your tampon.
It is funny. This story got brought up the other day on the show, and we didn't realize it was about the boys' bathroom.
Right.
So I was like, I don't get it. Why are they giving this guy so much shit? They're free
Sure.
tampons. Who cares?
Yeah.
It seems like a nice thing to do. But for Daniel to be like, hey, people are different, and not realize the irony in that sentence, where every day he gets on and talks about the horrible people who think differently than him and how we have to change all these people's minds. He just said right there, people are different. Move on. Who cares? There's a lot of people that are different than you. Yeah, Daniel, then your TikTok shouldn't exist.
He contradicts himself a lot on his TikTok because he got really confused about a woman's body. Remember that? He was talking about, a woman's body, it scares you. You don't like a woman's body. I'm like, well, what's a woman's body? I thought a woman's body could be a lot of things. I didn't realize that it has a definition now.
Yeah. Well, when Daniel talks, you can tell he knows a woman's body. If there's one thing he has mastered, that is.
All right, here's another video.
The work that you do here saves lives, someone once told me.
Again, this guy comes up with the most incredible starts in these videos.
Such a crazy sentence.
I gotta back that up. That's an amazing way to start a video right there. What a pompous douchebag this guy is.
The work that you do here saves lives, someone once told me. And it's not that I didn't believe him.
Yeah, you believed him because it was you in the mirror. That I swear to God, this guy tells himself this every single fucking day.
Guys, don't worry. If you thought for a second I was humble and didn't believe them, you are incorrect.
Right? No,
I believed it every moment, every step of the way.
I believed what they were saying, but I thought they were being hyperbolic. I thought that
Well, which is it?
That was an exaggeration.
Luckily, no such luck.
Wait, you think it's an exaggeration that you're saving people's lives through your coffee shop? Of course not.
About what actually was happening here. Like, maybe I was reaching a person or two, but I wasn't saving any lives. I don't know, though. Now that I look back on the past week and the past few years, just this week alone, we were able to give someone some relief. Help
Let me play the rest of that, and then I'll address it.
them, keep them safe, keep them here.
Okay. I can't remember if we played it on here. I might have played it when I was on with Drew Lane, but he was asking for additional money to his GoFundMe because there's a trans kid who needed extra help. He didn't really elaborate on what that was, but basically said, guys, I need extra money for this trans kid that I'm worried about.
Yeah. And he said he's going to Venmo Ryan Sharman.
He's going to write a check and mail it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was just the craziest thing. So like, these kids are so fucking fragile all the time. Why do you insist on them being trans if it just seems like the worst thing possible for their state
Because
of
they
mind?
are, Carl.
Okay, fair enough. And so he's patting himself on the back saying, and thank God I asked for more money because I gave that money to the kid and now he's better.
Oh,
that fixed the problem.
Oh, nice. All right.
I was able to give $560 to a person in need.
Oh.
Mike, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I know that you see a therapist and you work on yourself. When you made the $3,000 on Blind Mike product, did you just fire the therapist right there? Just be like, I'm better now.
He
I
called
figured it
me.
out.
He said, I've seen what you were doing on YouTube. You are cured, my friend.
Yep. That's
no
what I
more
thought.
sessions.
If I just had some money, then I'd be cured of all my mental problems. That's how that works.
Maybe that's why the goal is 350, because every day Aaron's like, I need 560, but like if we could get close to mental health, then I'll be there. $560.
He actually throws out the dollar amount that fixed this kid's issues. He's making it sound like suicidal thoughts, by the way. I'm just saying, I don't know what's going on, but he's making it sound like that.
I'm still certainly not a rich man, but I've been poor for a good deal of my adult life.
Yeah.
I've never been like, if I just had $560, everything would be different. It's like, no, you survive for another couple weeks.
Yeah, I think that's the point I'm making.
Get back to
Hold
work.
on a second. You worked on a street team and you weren't wealthy?
Believe it or not.
Okay.
I pissed right through those riches.
If you say so.
Here, I was able to give $560 to a person in need, thanks to all of you. And from them to me, and from me to you, if you can't read it, it says thank you.
You're welcome.
All the work that we do in supporting the art studio, all the work that you've done in helping me get the trans safe haven bill passed into law and making New York State a safe haven for people in the trans community.
Well, he takes
all
a lot
the
of
work
credit
in
for that bill.
supporting people, it makes a difference and it
does.
saves lives. So thank you. Thank you.
Oh, he's getting choked up by how amazing he is as a person. Dude, all right, this guy's the biggest asshole I've ever seen, but I had an idea. I'm going to do this. I'm going to follow through with this, Mike.
Okay.
I'm going to start up my own TikTok channel where I out-woke woke dad.
I like it.
Yes. I'm going to make videos in the same style as his, but mine are going to be so much more woke that he won't be able to keep up with it.
If you can pull that off, that would actually be great. It would be great to see you with 300,000 followers.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing. Oh, I was going to do it on the WATP TikTok. Maybe I should do something else, though. Try to build a real following for it.
I like it.
So I want to remind people, someone in the Discord shared this. He's got the GoFundMe for the art studio, of course, but he has a second GoFundMe that he has up. And this GoFundMe is ridiculous. It's the Pay It Forward Fund. We've probably talked about this before, but I guess I don't know how GoFundMe works. I've never set one up before.
Okay.
Don't you have to have a real cause to ask for money? Well, no, no, it's I guess not for GoFundMe.
I guess not.
Because listen to this. This is a Pay It Forward fund. All the proceeds will go to offering kindness within my community.
Nice.
He's asking for $500 in order to give so give me money and I'll do good stuff with it. Great.
The Kindness Act.
Yeah,
Everyone must be kind now.
This is ridiculous. And so he's got $190 from 11 donations, and every donation came in on the same day.
Interesting.
So
there's not a lot of buzz around this?
I guess my point is, I think this guy is laundering money. This has got to be a money laundering scheme of some sort.
Well, why is the art studio taking so fucking long to build?
Dude, that art studio, the issue that he most recently had is the boiler is not going to work. He's got to get a whole new heating system.
Wait, you might be onto something, because this is taking a hell of a long time to fix his art studio.
Right. And now he's just like, oh, now I need another $5,000. I didn't know that's like, why wouldn't you get an inspector in that building to find out what you were going to need? You're just figuring this out now after you put a new roof on it, you did all this other stuff. What are you talking about?
But even if he
Makes no sense.
If he is fucking around with people's money, he's not doing a very good job of it.
No, he's doing a terrible job. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
He's not a bright guy. That's for sure.
Doesn't seem it. But he is a hero.
But I'm definitely going to start a TikTok. So
I really hope you do that. If you don't if I see in a couple weeks you haven't done this, I will.
I am going to do it.
Right,
I think this would be so much fun to do. It's going to be hard for me not to break, because the way that he acts so sincere about what an amazing person he is, it's going to take me some practice.
Well, as you saw earlier, you can later put those out as bloopers, which is fun.
Yeah. That's fun. When I just go, oh, I got that wrong.
Yeah.
I'll try again.
Yay, super chats.
High and Tight $2 says, everything all right, Mike? You're properly framed. Yes, we had a meeting.
Carl walked me through it this morning.
We had a meeting before the show because I had my logo in the corner covering Mike's face.
I thought it was kind of cool, like I was the bad boy.
I thought it was fun.
Who cares about framing? But I
enjoyed
caved
it.
to the man.
Some stupid asshole says, whoa, 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 Carl, no fucking jingle. I'm calling the hypocrisy police. Some stupid asshole.
Here comes the money. Here we go.
Thanks for the super chat. Some stupid asshole. The free world needs to ask itself what Aaron licked John's bloody hemorrhoids to meet the goal.
That's a fun one. Thank you very much for that, some stupid asshole.
It's upsetting how good AI is at singing now.
I know. And Rocco Orby 2025 bucks says, Mike and Woke Dad wouldn't be able to see eye to eye.
It's true.
That's true. You'd be an interesting customer. He'd talk about you a lot, I bet. He'd probably talk about healing your blindness.
Oh, he really would.
I can imagine.
All right, back to
What do you say?
Rochester, or wherever the fuck he lives.
We should make a trip. Oh, maybe that's what we should have done for Dabblecon, is get a busload of people to visit, give him the best business he's ever had over there.
That would be nice.
Mike, we get some voicemails coming into the show. If you want to call into the show, you can find the phone number at whoarethese.com. Just let us know it's for Who Are These Socials, because it's the same number that we use for Who Are These Broadcasters and Who Are These Podcasts. But let's find out what the fine folks who are calling in are saying.
Hey, Carl. This is for the Who Are These Socials about the Miss Frazzled bit.
Yeah.
That's the joke, you fucking retard. It's supposed to be insufferable. That's the joke. That's the fucking joke. Fuck you. Call me back.
Is that a Mrs. Frazzled fan that I'm hearing right now?
Is he saying she's a comedian that's mocking that?
I think what he's saying is that being overly obnoxious is what she's trying to do. And to that, I say, I don't like it. Not a fan.
Well, but based on her other video, it doesn't seem like that.
Well, yeah.
When Mrs. Frazzle gets real.
All right. We'll do a deep dive in Mrs. Frazzle. I didn't realize we had Mrs. Frazzle fans.
I'm into this now.
She
could be a regular. I could see that.
I think so, too. I
right.
know that Casey Day feels very strongly about it.
I agree.
Call for WATS. Question for Blind Mike. How do blind people know when to stop wiping their bloody ass?
That is a good question, Mike. How do you know when to stop when you have a
bloody ass? Can I get a little sympathy? Because I got a bloody ass. I'm bleeding generously because I got a bloody ass.
You just go till it hurts.
I do have to say, a lot of people have been goofing on this Dabbler dance party that's happening after the Dabby Awards Saturday night.
Goofing on it? How?
And I agree. It's ridiculous that a bunch of middle-aged men would throw a dance party. But, and I'll be watching, you motherfuckers, when Bloody Ass comes on, I think I'm going to see some people getting down. It's hard not to dance to that hit.
Oh, for sure.
It's a good one.
Well, the dance party is going to be televised as well.
It is not, no.
Oh, okay.
No, the portions that are happening that not in the showroom are just for the people who are there. So the karaoke show and the dance party will not be on the live stream.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl, this is for Who Are These Socials? Carl, you commie New York fuck. You've never had a strawberry soda? October 25th, Magic Bag, you come to Michigan, you need to get a Faygo Red Pop, and you need to salt your fucking watermelon. Do it. Salt that watermelon. All right? See you.
Wow, of all the things that I said, I didn't realize that would be the trigger. I never had a strawberry soda before.
Well, if anyone knows the great Hoops Cotter, he was a big fan of Strawberry Stewarts. I never had one myself, but he raved about them.
That's a fun fact right there, Mike.
It is.
I wasn't expecting that.
Check out Stewart's, gang.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Thanks for the Super Chat Audio File America. Keep this quiet, but Carl emailed you high quality MP3s of John's album to save you the trouble of downloading it on the WATP.
All right, that one's way too long. Audio File America, $20. Says, here's $20. Be sure to spend it on something super important and philanthropic. The Queer Kid Stuff Kickstarter. Yeah, I wonder what's going on with that.
We got to check back in with them, right? Because they're back in business.
Well, no, I don't think she's raised the money yet.
Oh, no.
I do want to know what's going on because she came out as lesbian and then she changed to non-binary. I don't know where she's at now. I don't know what her pronouns
Teddy
are.
went through puberty?
Yeah. Well, there were puberty blockers involved, so Teddy did not go through puberty.
True.
But there's a lot to learn about Lindsay and the Queer Kid stuff, so I'll have to check in on that. Erica Ann with a $5 super sticker. Thank you very much, Erica Ann. We appreciate it. And then Steve H. coming in with a $50 super sticker.
Super chat now. God's gonna read a super chat. Super chat. Oh, come on now. Mike would do it, but he can't. Hey! Woo!
I don't know that I've seen Steve H. around before. Have we seen Steve H?
I've seen him around, I think.
Okay, well, thank you very much. That's very generous of you, Steve. We do appreciate it. Joseph Collins coming in with $5. Carl, Hot in the Rock hot sauce will change your mind and your life. That is correct. Hot in the Rock hot sauce will be available at Dabblecon. I'll be selling it at the WATP merch table. Getting a lot of positive feedback on the hot sauce.
Now, why? I don't mean to mention anything out of this. I'm speaking out of ignorance here.
Sure.
Do I hear Rob Saul promoting the same hot sauce?
I did hear that Rob Saul is also connected to, and now it's making a lot of sense to me because when I talked to Jeff over at, why am I drawing a blank on the name of the Silk City hot sauce? And I was talking to Jeff. We were having a conversation about, shipping stuff to Rochester and things like that.
Yeah.
And he goes, Carl, have you been checking out Rob Saul's show? I go, no.
It's actually pretty good. I went, really? Yeah, you
Really?
should check it out. I said, well, if you're telling me that, Jeff, it must be pretty good. I will check it out. And now I'm realizing it's only because he's also in business with Rob.
I was gonna say, it's funny. I watched it this week and had the exact opposite reaction.
Yeah, it's interesting how that works, huh?
Yeah.
You didn't think he was a brilliant mind that
Not
John was just
particularly.
holding him. John was just holding him back when he's co-hosting with him.
I didn't find that. No.
All right, so Mike, you're back live on Sunday morning.
Yes, sir.
The Blind Mike Project on YouTube, of course. Blindmike.net is where you can get all the links, all the things that Mike's doing. What do you got going on this Sunday?
Sunday morning, 10 a.m. We are live. So if you're driving home from Dabblecon, feel free to pop in. I figure you guys are going to get your fill of Stuttering John this week, so we're avoiding him. We have some Steel Toe stuff, some Jim Norton stuff, some Kevin Brennan stuff, and I did want to mention the aforementioned Rob Saul, because I was checking out his show, and boy, is it abysmal. As well as Joe Matarese. Did you see Joe Matarese's viral video?
No. What's going on with Joe?
It's very exciting. Joe Matarese has a video that has over like 300,000 views, and he does not know what the fuck to do with it. So,
when did this happen?
The video was posted over a week ago, and then he did a live stream afterwards, the title of which was, "I'm live and want to talk about my viral video."
He's so much like Ray DeVito in that way. He gets a video that has, 100,000, 200,000 pops. He's just like, I'm pretty much the biggest celebrity around right now. I don't know if you guys realize that.
It's tough. And he says, like, some of the clips are like, we build to what I think might be the craziest thing he's ever said. So
wow. All right. Well, I'm excited for that.
Yeah. So that's a tease for Sunday. Why You Laughing? Back in business. Should be another one of those next week. So check all that out. Join the Patreon, become a YouTube member, or just subscribe for free. All those links are at blindmike.net.
And I will just promote dabblecon.live. If you want to stream the events, stream Who Are These Podcasts and Tukey Soup and the Uncle Rico Show and the Dabby Awards and the Roast of the Dabbleverse, all of that is available for $30. Head over to dabblecon.live. And you'll be emailed your password, and then you can go in there, watch the stuff live, or watch it afterwards. It'll remain up there for you.
What I'm asking in a form as if I'm part of the sales team here, but I'm actually curious. What time are the shows that will be streamed?
So Friday night, tomorrow night, the roast is at 8 p.m.
Okay.
The podcast start at noon on Saturday.
All right.
And then the Dabby Awards is 8 p.m. on Saturday night.
Beautiful.
So there's a lot of entertainment coming your way. A lot of people put in some great work, some very cool things. I was over at the comedy club today and I saw John's couch cushions. Vinny got a black light so you could really inspect them well.
That's very exciting.
There are some fucking stains on this couch. It is gross.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
It is hilarious. And I love that John plays it off of like, people are paying just to sit on my couch. Like, no, John. There's 3 big shows going on in the showroom for everyone to go to, and then that's like a thing on the side over here.
I'll give John this. Here's where, when John has a funny line, he really knows how to destroy it. Because if he didn't say this so often, it would be funny. But it was a good line the first time he said, "The biggest guest is my couch cushions." Like, that's pretty funny.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
But then he drives it into the ground.
Hey, Mike, what are you saying over there?
I want to see this week's Woke Dog video.
I'm sorry, it's not in the prep, Mike. I mean, you got to send that to me ahead of time.
Carl, that wasn't me.
No, it sounded like you. I'm pretty sure.
I'm the real me.
How do we know that?
You have to kill one of us?
How could we possibly know? All right, this has been a lot of fun, as usual. I'm going to head over to Lux for everyone in the Rochester area. Come meet me and Tukey. And
oh, yeah, you guys have fun.
I think
Damn it,
Anthony and Missy are going to be over there. And the whole crew. So,
but fuck Craig. I could have roasted Anthony Cumia this weekend, and Craig fucking bailed on me. So,
oh no, we're all disappointed in you, Mike.
No one more than myself.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I'm not even mad at Craig. I'm mad at you.
Well,
you should have had a backup plan.
What's your girlfriend? I'm mad at him. It goes
What's
down.
What's your girlfriend doing? She can't
She's
drive
gone.
to Rochester?
Bachelorette party.
Oh, I thought you meant she's gone, like she finally left you.
She heard I wasn't going to Dabblecon.
I was going to say good for her. I was going to say good for her. She finally figured it out. That's amazing. But I guess that's not what the case is.
No.
S coming in with a Bob $10 super sticker.
Ooh, thank you, buddy.
Thank you very much for that. Or wait, no, it's not a Bob $10 super sticker. It's a BOB 10. What the fuck kind of currency is that? I've never heard of such a thing.
Interesting.
Huh. All right. Well, thank you very much for the donation.
More on that next week, folks.
Right. We'll figure it out, guys. I promise you. All right. Let's get out of here.
Bye-bye.
Anyway, social media, I'll catch you later, man.
Who are these socials?
That's what this audience wants to hear. Like, whoa!
Who are these socials?
I'm the one who should apologize.
Folks, what you were about to see is real.
With Carl.
Okay, we got it.
And Blind Mike.
Who could have thought of that?